the tour on yourself after I give you the basics. Actually, the basics were given in Qumran, the place with the caves and the room where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found in January 1947 by the Bedouin War. This is the beginning of the revealing of the story of the Essenes and the scrolls that they wrote down. There's no point of repeating this information now, right? You have the frame of things found in 1947, both by Kando, by the Bedouin boy that wrote it to his uncle, a Bedouin boy, a nomad who lives in the desert that didn't know what he found. His uncle had a vague idea that it is something valuable, so he went with it to Bethlehem and he got $87 American dollars for it. It was a huge amount of money, especially for a nomad in 1947. But then this antiquity dealer in Bethlehem made a call to Jerusalem to Professor Sekani and said, I have something that you want to see. And he asked him to come, and he saw the eyes of Professor Sekani. He understood what the professor saw, and he said it will be used for $250,000. It's a small profit. Respectable profit. I mean, he didn't ask for too much. Yeah? He had to return his investment, right? Okay. Professor Sukanik went with this to Ben Gurion, and he said, I saw the scriptures of the Essene people. They were hidden in caves for almost 2,000 years in the desert. Now we can put our hands on them. This is our heritage. And Ben Gurion told him, leave me alone. Within few months, we're going to go into a war to life and death with the Arabs. And if we will not spend every penny we have on weapons, we will be physically annihilated. So go get your money someplace else. Frustrated, Professor Sukanik left, and he appealed to the American Jews, and he got the money. And just before the war broke out in November 1947, he went to Bethlehem and gave it, the money to this Kando. You will see all these figures, Kando, Sukanik, the Bedouin who found in this first room in the pictures, and you will see the scrolls the way they were found. And he got the first read. There are 7 here. Now the story rolls on until the year 1953. I think you might have heard from the Ron there in Qumran saying that his son Igal Yadin, that later became the archaeologist who excavated Masada in 1963 and 1964 and found the lots and all that stuff. His son read in what was it New York Times or Wall Street Journal, he saw an advertisement of more scrolls that are now offered to be sold. And the son bought the other 4 from the head of the Assyrian church in Jerusalem, Athanasius, and got it. And all the 7, the 3 of the father and the 4 of the son, were united here in 1965 when the Shrine of the Book was built. You can see it. Now there are other scrolls, but the 7 are shown. They're not replicas. This is the original thing, and they are kept very carefully with the light and with the humidity and with the temperature. It's even lowered. There is a mechanism that lowers it in time of war, so it will not be affected by bombs. I guess not nuclear bombs, but regular bombs that we're used to. And you can see it. And in the middle is a replica of the entire book of Isaiah. It's a replica. There was one time in my time as a tour guide in the last 32 years when it was taken from where it is hidden and shown here to George Bush, the father, and Laura, that came on a visit to Israel. He was then, I think, the vice president, and they brought it, and he saw not the replica that you can see today, but the original of the book of Isaiah. You will walk on your own, and you will see a dark corridor that appears to be a cave. Guys, be careful. It's not well illuminated. It's supposed to be a cave. So there are steps, and there is small illumination. So watch the ground when you walk. On the two sides, there are daily tools of the Essene people who wrote the scrolls. It doesn't matter, ignore it. Just before you have 6 steps leading up to the upper hall, where the main scrolls, the 7 scrolls in the book of Isaiah are exhibited, you will see 2 vitrinas, or what you call it, cabinets, on your 2 sides, with the vessels, the jugs in which the scrolls were found, and the lid, the cover. You will see later behind this black wall of us, you will be walking below it. There is a white, beautiful dome that you will be standing below it, and the book of Isaiah is shown there. This is looks like a lid, a cover of the jugs in which the scrolls were found. What are these scrolls? Read it. One scroll that I want to draw your attention to is the scroll that describes the war of the sons of light against the sons of darkness. The Essenes looked upon themselves as the only people who know the truth, the way God wanted it. And the other Jews, they named the sons of darkness. They speak of one of the scrolls of the wicked priest of Jerusalem that attacked their leader, the teacher of righteousness, on the holiest day in the year, and he actually inflicted casualties on them, and the teacher of righteousness ran away and became a refugee. Nicknames. Today we relate. We know who the wicked priest was and who the teacher of righteousness was, the head of the Essene people. They were hermits who didn't want to have any part with Jewish life in Jerusalem, the sin city, and a temple that was corrupted. Does that remind you of something you read in the New Testament? There is a lot of similarity between these Essenes and, as I say, and John the Baptist, if not Jesus himself. Okay. Look at it. It's very interesting. They